Hi folks, TechToys2Go.com, and today we're going to have a look at the latest Android 4.0 ICS firmware from the factory as of this recording, which is May 3rd, 2012. Actually, lots of great new things in this build. Let's go into the browser here, and well, let's go ahead and pull up our company website, TechToys2Go. TechToys2Go.com. In the browser here, you'll notice that now there is support for two-finger touch, even though it's a resistive screen. So we're back to being able to do the pinch to zoom. You can do that either in the browser or in the image viewer. So that's one nice thing. Now we've got two-point touch back on our Flytouch 6s. And I'm going to show you here that Flash support is now in the browser. So let's pull up a Flash file. It's just a random file from Yoku. Oh, it is down here. Let's turn the volume up a little. So you can see that Flash support is now built into the browser. Scrolling, it's a bit wonky still, but that's typical for most browsers with Flash at this point in Android 4. We can also jump into full screen here. Alright, so there you have it. We have Flash support in the browser now. One of the things that disappointed us with this firmware is now they have completely removed support for the Bluetooth connectivity. Before there was at least a menu option that said Bluetooth, even though Bluetooth support hadn't been added at that point. Now they've completely removed it from the menu settings, so we're starting to lose hope that this tablet will support Bluetooth wireless connectivity externally in the future. We can always keep our fingers crossed that they will add it in later. However, they have added back in support for external 3G devices. So load in a 3G dongle with your SIM card, plug it into this port here, and everything is plug and play. You can go ahead and surf 3G with your browser. Let's mention a little bit about the two USB ports. Once you install Android 4.0, the May 3rd, 2012 version, you'll probably discover that the bottom USB port works just fine. But when you go to use the top port, you're going to think that you've got a hardware failure. There's nothing showing up. In fact, what's happening here now, by default, the tablet is got different uses for these two USB ports. The first one is to connect your memory sticks or external drives or external keyboard, and the top port is to connect to your PC, so an OTG connection. However, we can change that from within the tablet with the USB OTG control app. Let's go ahead and push that. And you'll see that this controls the top port. If I change it to host and exit the app, you'll see that now all of a sudden this port will have the same connectivity as the bottom port in terms of being able to connect to a USB stick, a hard drive, or a external 3G dongle, or on a keyboard, etc., etc. If I want to go ahead and connect to the computer, then I would have to select that back to device, exit, and then plugging in our USB cable, we can connect to the your tablet PC or your netbook and be able to transfer from your netbook to the tablet. couple of other minor changes that have happened in this firmware. They've changed the icon for the file manager, but basically the exact same connectivity. Once you plug in your external storage devices, we've got an SD card already in here. We've got the disk here. We can just go ahead and access the files by clicking the appropriate tab at the top of the file manager. Alright folks, that's a very quick rundown on the latest firmware build of Ice Cream Sandwich for the Flytouch 6. Hope it was helpful, and definitely we can fully recommend installing Ice Cream Sandwich on your Flytouch 6 at this time. So if you were holding off installing, upgrading to the new OS, and you're still stuck at 2.3, we definitely recommend taking the plunge at this time and going ahead and upgrading your tablet. It's quite usable at this point, and it's much more enjoyable, I think, than the older version of Android 2.3 Gingerbread. Okay folks, there you have it. I hope this was helpful, and thanks for visiting us here at TechToys2Go.com.